Hello and welcome to the information session on the Level 4 Diploma for School Business Managers. Okay, my name's Dean Boyce. I'm the Programme Director at Best Practice Network. I oversee programmes for school business professionals, the National Award for SEN Coordination and for teaching assistants and HLTA. So the purpose of this introduction session is just to say welcome and to give you an overview of our new DSBM Level 4 programme, and to talk briefly about studying a unit, how that study would look online, how we would assess the new programme, and any next steps. And just to say that we are an ILM approved centre for this programme. So quick welcome to our team. Of our team shown there, we have 3 fellows of the Institute for School Business Leadership, 2 are SBM SLEs at a Teaching School Alliance, and everyone else has at least 10 years experience of tutoring, assessing and moderating on the former CSBM, the former DSBM at levels 4 and 5. Okay, so the units that you would be studying if you participated in this program, you have to study 4 units. There are 3 mandatory units shown in purple, and these are each 10 credits. So leading support services in a school, finance in a school, and procurement in a school. And these have been updated from the previous model of DSBM that ran for many years. In addition to this, participants will choose 1 optional unit from those shown in grey. So that would be a choice of supporting human resource management in a school, supporting school infrastructure management, or marketing in a school. And you can see there, quite strangely perhaps, that infrastructure management is 10 credits and the other 2 are 9, which means depending on your choice of optional unit, you will gain in total 39 or 40 credits, but either of those will give you the full Level 4 Diploma for School Business Managers. Okay, so we're offering a blended learning model. What that will look like in practice is online induction. We'll have 2 webinars. One is a course induction, telling you all about the course and how to access it and what you can expect and requirements, etc. And the other is an assessment tutorial talking about assessment methodology and the principles of assessment, but also examining the keywords of evaluate, analyze, and describe, which very much form part of the program. There are 3 face-to-face days that focus on the unit content with tutor support and opportunities to network with your group. We are planning to build into the final day a few assessment activities, not all, but opportunities for you on that day to engage in activities that you can be assessed through, which will contribute to your overall assessment. There's online study, and this is a big element of the program. Each unit does contain an online course. There is a significant amount of study, as you would expect at this level, but there will be a tutor or a range of tutors supporting that progress throughout each online unit. So in addition to online study, there will be work-based activities. And it very much is, I think, one of the key differences between the old one and the new model is that it's very much more practically based and evidence you can use for your assessment rather than being sort of theoretical or describing things you've done, opportunities to upload and submit actual documents, working documents from the activities you are engaged with at your school. If you're not currently working in a school, there is still an opportunity to do DSBM at level 4, but you will need a school that will host you and give you support to ensure that you can meet each of the assessment criteria. And then we have some assessment tasks which are built into each unit. And for those of you who may be familiar with the old methodology for DSBM, where you had at the end of each unit to write an assignment, that's not the case now. We're moving forward, and it will be an e-portfolio of evidence that I will discuss in more detail a little bit later. So studying a unit, each of the 4 units you study will follow the same pattern. You'll begin on the left here, engaging in online study. So activities online, some reading, some videos, some information to digest and to consider, and some work-based activities that we will ask you to do back at your school or setting. And then you'll engage in learning activities based on that unit at your face-to-face events. Then you, after that face-to-face event, you will continue your school-based activities back in your workplace, and there will be an online unit tutorial that follows the face-to-face event to follow up from activity discussed there and from learning covered there, and sort of lead you into the next bit, the end bit of the program, of the unit, and then you go away and complete school-based activities and all of your assessment tasks. And each of these units will be about 5 months. So the way it works is that you will be mostly studying 2 units at the same time. The assessment of the learning objectives is carried out on an ongoing basis throughout each unit rather than at the end in a summative assignment. And I'll try and explain that a bit more a bit later. Each unit is complete when all the LOs are successfully met, and each unit is expected to take up to 5 months to complete. This is shown here on this diagram of the outline. A few minutes to digest that. So you can see the programs that we're starting in 2018/19 are due to begin in November, and will take you through to the end of October. You get 12 months in total. So you can see the 2 stars are the induction, the online induction, and we'll set you off on Unit 1, which is the leading support services into schools. Then either the end of November or early December, we're looking at the first face-to-face day, where we can follow up on what you initially started on Unit 1, but also introduce to you Unit 2, which will be finance. And you can see Unit 1 lasts from November through to March, and each unit you can see has a little circle with sort of red, maroon, online unit tutorial, which is just a chance to go online as a group with your tutor to explore what you've done so far, how you're getting on, challenges you may have faced, examples of good practice, what's working well, what could work better, and then setting you up for the second half of the unit in terms of what you need to do next and how you need to do that. We built into it as well 2 online assessment tutorials, and again those are very much designed throughout the year as an opportunity to meet online with your group, with your tutor, to talk about the assessment tasks, again what's going well, examples of good practice, sharing good practice amongst yourself, highlighting any issues that have arisen as a group or for individuals, looking at examples of particular documents that have been successfully uploaded and used, and setting the sort of learning plan for what you need to do to complete the unit successfully. So building that in across the year, you can see that you start with Unit 1, Unit 2 starts a month after that, and then when Unit 2 is complete, you start your Unit 3, and a month after that, Unit 4 starts. The reason we're doing this is because it's not a summative assignment at the end of the module, but because you are uploading documents into your e-portfolio as evidence against the learning objectives, you will be able to do that over a period of time. And we didn't want to sort of give you 2 months, 2.5 months to do each unit, because opportunities for documents to arise in a sort of natural working environment might well occur over a longer period of time rather than 2 or 2.5 months. Okay, so that's the sort of thing it will look like. That's the outline. So how will you be supported? Well, everyone gets a group tutor who they will meet at face-to-face days. Depending on group size and location, there may well be 2 group tutors present, and they will provide general support and guidance throughout the program. And we have unit-specific tutors who will provide ongoing support for each unit studied. So experts in finance, experts in marketing, etc., who can support not just groups in individual locations, but all groups as a sort of complete unit across the country. There will be an assessor who will provide both formative and summative feedback on your assessment submissions. So as you are uploading evidence and describing how the evidence shows you meeting the learning objectives, the assessor will be feeding back to you as you go along. So you will know how you're getting on as the course progresses. It's not just something you send to an assessor at the end that you've never engaged with at all before. We have school business manager practitioners to provide specialist input where required, and say 2 of those are SLEs already in the Teaching School Alliance. We have a help desk for technical issues related two aspects of e-learning. Based in our office, there is a particular BPN School Business Manager Program Coordinator, which is Lindsay, who will provide support and guidance for administrative matters. You'll get copies of all the PowerPoint slides used on face-to-face days. We'll give you clear guidance on all the activities, online study units for each program. There will be a handbook which describes all elements of the program that you'll have access to at the start. We will give you assessment guidance material. I think importantly as well, examples of good practice as these are developed and shared with you. So we believe you'll be very well supported to successfully achieve the qualification. So the learning model online, we use Canvas. Canvas is our virtual learning environment, and it will be your home for the duration of the program. It's an award-winning system that we use. We have won awards in terms of our delivery of online courses using Canvas. We use it for the NASENCO program, National Award for SEN Coordinators, for our early years initial teacher training program, and also through our MPQ, ML, SL, MPQH, and our MPQ for executive head teachers. And it's something that we're very proud of in sort of the feedback we have on the quality and intuitiveness of the VLE that we use. So there will be online units. All resources will be stored online for you to access. There will be assessment guidance and support, an opportunity for a discussion forum, not just with your group that you're in your own location, but it will enable you to discuss issues arising with other participants across the country in other groups. And it allows you to communicate with your tutor and with other participants. Let's say it looks something like that. There's announcements whereby your group tutor can write announcements to the whole group, or indeed the program manager might write announcements to the whole community across the country. Opportunities for discussion, we say here, diagnostics, assessment, your group. It's just a sort of screenshot of one of the front pages that you'll be able to use. So assessment is different to previous models. I'm very pleased to see this. It's an opportunity to use working documents as evidence that you're meeting the learning objectives. So if you think about products from your work that you will do on a daily, weekly, monthly, termly basis at school, working in an office or in the role of a school business manager or aspiring school business manager, records of team meetings and agenda. It could be direct observation of your performance. It could be a head teacher or a senior school business professional who's observed you working in the office or working around school and provides, say, a witness statement or forms to confirm that they've seen you meeting the learning objectives. Outcomes from oral or written questioning. So we might, having given you some activities to read and learn, give you I hate to use the word test, but a little opportunity to demonstrate in writing or in an interview with us your knowledge and understanding, and that can be used, the outcomes of that can be used in your e-portfolio. It might be personal statements or reflective accounts whereby if you are leading a project in school, you could write that up as you could in the previous model and to some extent, and upload that as evidence of meeting LOs. There may be professional discussions you have in school with other colleagues, with your peers, with people that you're a line manager for, or people who line manage you. And those professional discussions, the notes from that can be used as evidence. So witness statements can be used as well. Records of external customer communication. So if you're involved in procurement activities, if you're involved in projects with the caretaker or HR or whatever that might be, those records can actually be used as real evidence to show that those LOs are being met. And there may be written reports or case studies. So again, an example where you write up activities you've been involved in, but they're based on real live activities, not theoretical knowledge that you might use. And responses to school-based activities set as part of the course. So we may ask you to go back to school, to engage in A, B, and C, to write that up, or to take photographs, or to provide the documents that relate to that. For example, we might give you a template to complete, to show you're meeting the LOs, and you upload those. And through that range of documentation, that's how the e-portfolio builds up. And by e-portfolio, I just mean you will take a scan or upload a Word or Excel document into this e-portfolio that you can see online, and your assessor and tutor can see online, whereby they can open the documents uploaded, read your comments and make judgments, rather than keeping a physical lever arch folder in your school with documents photocopied and put together like that. So it's a very established system these days of assessing work-based qualifications like this. So when and where? Well, we are recruiting new groups now. The online induction, the online learning are due to begin the second half of the autumn term 2018. So I'm guessing early November, the first week, just after half term. There will be induction online. We're trying to set up groups across the country, all to start within a 2-week window, so we can do the induction together for everyone. So there'll be 2 induction activities then, with the first face-to-face day held end of November, first week in December 2018. You'll have 12 months to complete all 4 units. At the moment, we are scheduling local and regional programs through Teaching School Alliances and Multi-Academy Trust partners. So at the moment, we're working with our delivery partners that we have across the country to set up groups, allocate tutors, get dates sorted, and many of you listening to me now are likely to receive the recording to this link, the link to this recording through the TSA that has sent this out to you, because they are the ones putting on a program in your location. Although we also aim to look at more regional delivery, for example, Birmingham, Leeds, London, Manchester, Bristol, etc., whereby people who aren't recruited through TSAs or MATs can still access the program. So how to apply? The cost of the program is £1,475 plus VAT. Registration is open now through the link provided there. You can go to bestpracticenet.co.uk/DSBM level 4 and you'll find the web page with all the information you'll need. Just a note to say that as part of the application process, we do need a head teacher declaration form to say that they will support you throughout the duration of the program, and with opportunities to make sure that all the LOs are met. The head teacher declaration form is available through our website, but you need to click on register and then there's an opportunity to download the form. So you need to pass that to your head or your principal and then go back in and complete the application process once the head teacher declaration form has been completed. Okay. When you register, there's a drop-down menu which asks you to choose not just your location, but to say who you're coming through. So if you receive this through a teaching school alliance or a MAT, and you're part of that group, then it's important, please, that you just click on the right teaching school alliance, so we know that you've come to us through the promotion and recruitment of that particular TSA, and that's where you want to go and engage in the program. Okay, that's it for now. Hope that's been informative for you. So just wanted to give you a brief overview. If you have any questions, there is a email address at the bottom of the page here, inquiries@bestpracticenet.co.uk. There's a phone number here, or indeed, by all means, if you substitute inquiries with Dean Boyce, DEANBOYCE, at bestpracticenet.co.uk, you'll get straight through to me. So thank you for listening. I hope very much that it's been of use to you, and we very much look forward to working with as many school business managers or aspiring school business managers as possible in the years to come. Thank you very much.